Thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet Voice You Know with the News You Trust studio, sponsored by BASF, where you can count on the trusted performance of Allevo seed treatment to protect your soybean crop. Powered by soy biodiesel on Wednesday, we'll head to the Hancock County Fairgrounds. We'll be there for the fair thanks to Nutrient Ag Solutions and the Hancock County Farm Bureau. If you missed it, on Friday, the cattle and calves on feed for the slaughter market in the United States for feedlots with a capacity of 1,000 head or more totaled 10.9 million head on August 1 of 2025. The inventory was 2% below August 1 of a year ago. Placements into the feedlots during July totaled 1.6 million head, 6% below a year ago. Net placements were 1.55 million head. Marketing of fed cattle during July totaled 1.75 million head, also 6% below that of a year ago. After a dynamite week in the cattle complex, where new contract highs were seen almost daily in both the live cattle and feeder cattle markets, and the fed cash cattle market rallied another $2 to $5 higher, isn't it typical for the USDA Cattle on Feed report to throw a minor curveball like this, said DTN livestock analyst Shaley Stewart. Ahead of the report release, the big question again was this: will placements be sharply lower than a year ago? And upon seeing the placement data come in at 1,598,000 head, or 94% of a year ago, it was almost shocking to see the number come in on the upper end of analyst estimated range. But given the market has grown comfortably and seeing double-digit declines in the placement sector, Friday's placement data made me raise an eyebrow, Shaley said. This by no means signals a reason to panic or to feel like there are more cattle in the countryside than originally believed. Today's weather brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. Here's the forecast.
Sunny and dry here as we kick off the week. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. Let's take a look at your forecast update for the rest of this afternoon. Looking at decent sunshine. We've got fair weather clouds in here. The clouds are mostly an offshoot of the fact that we've got some very cool air in play over the eastern Corn Belt, and we still have some relatively warm waters of the Great Lakes. What that also means is if you are in the shadow of Lake Erie, you may have to watch for some spits and sprinkles, maybe even the isolated shower or two over the next couple of days yet. But temperatures are quite pleasant, and I'm not looking at any big frontal rains all this week. There is a frontal boundary that tries to slide through Michigan on Thursday. I don't think it does anything more than trigger a few hit-and-miss scattered showers over the northern half of Ohio in that period, Thursday night, Friday here, before another round of cooler air comes down. I'm Ryan Martin.
And thanks, Ryan. Back with more after this.
When you're buying seed, there's more to a transaction than money. You're exchanging time and trust, hoping each decision adds up at harvest. Seed Consultants sales professionals don't take that lightly. With products made to excel in the Eastern Corn Belt and agronomic knowledge that stands up to the test, we're all about the same things you are: reliability and results. Buy into a better seed experience. Visit seedconsultants.com to view our corn and soybean lineup.
Also on the livestock front, a beef bull in southwest part of Montana, Beaverhead County, has tested positive for brucellosis. Brucellosis is a reproductive disease more commonly found in wild bison and elk, especially in the greater Yellowstone area, and will often be transmitted to cattle. The surveillance program is set up to catch animals before they are shipped or mixed with other livestock herds, and it has been effective. The original herd is quarantined, and to look at other animals to test. This is the 14th herd affected by brucellosis in the surveillance area since 2010, with the most recent in April of 2023. The source of the current infection hasn't been determined, but previous infections traced back to wild elk. Time now for the Midday Market Analysis, provided by Leist Mercantile and sponsored by Brandt, helping growers take control for over 70 years.
This is Ryan Metzger with Leist Mercantile, providing you with your technical indicators to start the week. These technical indicators are, of course, price levels in which futures find support and where futures find resistance. December 25 corn futures has the first level of support seen at $4.0975 and the first level of resistance at $4.1325. November 25 soybean futures has the first level of support seen at $10.53 cents, and the first level of resistance at $10.6325. December 25 wheat futures has the first level of support seen at $5.2525 and resistance at $5.30.5. Please visit our website, licemercantile.com, to learn more about our grain marketing program and crop insurance services.
And thanks, Ryan. Today's market's brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. September corn up 4.5 at 392 3/4. December up 4 1/4 at 415 3/4. September beans down 2 3/4 at 1033 3/4. November down 2 1/4 at 1056 1/4. September wheat up 5 1/4 at $5.10. December up 6 1/4 at $5.33.5. August cattle down 90 cents at $239.05. September feeder cattle down $3 at $359.67. October lean hogs up a dime at $91.30. This is the Ohio AgNet.